Morning, guys. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Wow, what a difference just one day makes. Just yesterday, I was thinking, hey, I'm not going to have to wear these sweaters anymore. And here I am. Day is a lot cooler than it was yesterday. And so I guess we're just going to have to see how it all plays out. But I know it's going to get hotter and hotter and hotter as the summer gets closer, closer, and closer. And eventually, I'm not going to have to wear these sweaters out here, that's for sure. Well, guys, how about those CPI numbers, huh? Look at what's going on. And of course, the dollar is tumbling, and that's causing your equities and cryptos to right back up there. And that's what we're going to see. I think we're going to see as the dollar comes down, 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 down. That's when we're going to get a major move in these digital assets. Absolutely for sure. Now, what I was reading today was on the BRICS nations, and they're considering the whole dollar swaps where they may be able to transact between one another, giving equal, rating to each other's currency. Well, the thing about that is this: they're out there developing right now a joint currency for, a central bank digital currency that will be used among all these various nation states. And so this article, and something that was interesting in it is how Christina Georgieva, who is the head of the IMF at present, came out there in a speech and was talking about the reduction in the reserve status of the US dollar, that it was at 70%, now we're under 60%. Well, when you're under 60%, where are you guys? Well, you're in the 50% ranges, aren't you? Right in there. And what's happening right now is there seems to be a teeter-totter effect going on with respect to the US dollar. And the US dollar is very precarious. It's losing world reserve currency status in a massive, massive way. And in the article, it was talking how the Chinese renminbi is actually now being accepted as a world reserve style of currency. So, guys, we are going to see the US dollar tumble. That is my genuine belief. And when we see that US dollar tumble, that's where we're going to see a lot of these equities, a lot of these digital assets really, really move. That's what it has always been. There's been this reverse correlation between the dollar and every one of these major crypto bull runs. And I think that's what's coming. We're going to see a massive, massive run with this dollar when it starts to genuinely super tank like it's about to do. Now, having said that, I was reading another article on AI. And with this whole implementation of artificial intelligence, it is going to be like holding these cell phones in your hand, just as seamless as that. And in fact, Wendy's has just started an AI kiosk. When you know how you go through the drive-through and person comes on and orders your meal, that's going to be AI that does that. And how many of these phone centers aren't going to need employees to take the calls because AI is going to be able to do it? And the thing is this: you're not going to be able to even distinguish whether you're talking to a human being anymore or you're talking to AI. And in this particular article, they're talking about how it's going to affect every facet of society. And in fact, when it was talking about the military, that they're going to have to rank AIs and have AI generals for strategy when it comes to where to place troop movements and things like that. And of course, they're saying, oh, well, don't worry, AI will never have, the ability to launch anything. It'll just have the ability to give us strategic advice of what to do, where and when and how. And so that's going to be quite interesting. And of course, they're putting out the fact that, hey, look, when you're dealing in tactical maneuvers like that, you want to have a disadvantage, because if your enemy has AI going on, you're talking about dealing with something that has 50 million times faster thinking than what you do and can actually see moves way, way up ahead there. And of course, that's why they would want it, for military uses. But guys, it's going to become an everyday thing where everything we do is going to be monitored, and that data is going to be filtered, and it's going to be, examined by AI. And then you're just going to be able to talk into your phone about anything. Now, we can do that now with the internet with various things, but it's going to be that on steroids in this capacity. And so wait and see. And they're talking, of course, guys, all this is going to be going down by what date? 2030. You guessed it. I mean, it's getting crazy, isn't it? Guys, I really genuinely believe that we are right on the precipice of the introduction of this fourth industrial revolution. And those of us that have had the keenness to actually adopt some of these things early on, especially in this digital asset space, it is going to be mind blowing. The appreciation of all of these things when we actually see their full and complete implementation. Guys, we haven't seen anything about what the utility of these things can genuinely do. But once we do, I think it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, mesmerizing to the detail and the amount of things that this digital ledger technology space, digital asset space, is actually going to bring about, the innovation and the invention and things that we haven't yet even thought about in terms of application that it's going to come on. We're not just talking cross-border payments here, that's for sure, or central bank digital currencies. It is going to go way, way beyond that. And that's where you and I, getting into this space as early as we have, in my estimation, we are actual pioneers. Now, sure, we're not the trailblazers that got in way back when Bitcoin really started. Now, maybe some of us are, but the majority of us aren't. But I'll tell you what, we are still pioneers. We're still going out west and finding new land kind of deal, right? Go west, young man, that kind of deal. What happens after that, guys? The settlers come, the merchants come, the industry comes, and it becomes the absolute norm. And that's what I think that we're about to see in a big, big way. That's for sure. Well, guys, it is hump day. And of course, middle of the week. And we all kind of like, we get to the middle of the week and it's kind of like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Either you're already wiped out or you've got all kinds of energy thinking, my goodness, it's just a couple more days to the weekend. That's kind of how it goes. Well, I sure hope that your week thus far has been going really great, and looking forward to the end of this week and what's coming. I think that we're going to see a lot of stuff happen over the next few days here. It's going to be truly amazing with a lot of the reports that are coming out right now. Oh, and one final one that I was reading there was on Gary Gensler going after the supposed short sellers of the banks when the banking crisis, this what we're in right now, has happened. Now, they had banned short selling back in 2008, but it didn't work out for them then. And guys, I don't think they're going to do that now either. They're not going to ban the short sales of this whole financial institution. But what we're going to see is we're seeing a major loss of confidence in regional banks imploding like crazy. Don't think you've heard the last of that. It is going to be back on and back on in a hurry. And that's where you see all this consolidation going on with these major, major banks. And they're setting the system up. They're setting it up for the transition into this new digital asset space and this new digital economy in a massive, massive way. This is a controlled demolition, and they're controlling the narrative, and on and on and on. Don't kid yourself. Watch and see what happens here over the next weeks and months. It is going to be something to behold, to be sure. Anyway, guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and until later on when we have an excellent video to release to you, I sure hope you have a good one, and take care.